We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, and other webcammers out there, welcome back to the NotA Game Report. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me, shaking all about, is
Stevie B. Look. Okay, obviously I got a new setup, but I crap it out. You gotta get the ceiling up there. Hold on.
we see
How's that?
we see your nose hairs.
How's this?
Are you yelling into the microphone?
No, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
How you doing,
Well, don't make this. I'm doing great.
It's good to hear. Good to hear.
You know, I was gonna tell us on stream the other night, but I forgot. You know, listen. There's a few things we gotta talk about, and the first one is this. And I put this in the group chat. Okay, so you I don't know if you saw it or not. You get busy during the day. Sometimes you don't see the group chat. I got so fucking mad last weekend, right? So obviously I moved everything around, right? Obviously. Well, I was hooking everything back up. You know, we're getting into the next gen mood and like new consoles, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna turn on this fucking Xbox, play one of these Xbox. You know, I was like, what's Microsoft want me to play? It looks great. You know what? I'm gonna play some fucking, right? It's free on Game Pass. Let's play some Gears. So I turned Gears on. I was like, you know what? This doesn't look that good. Like, it looks good, but it doesn't look like that good. Playing on a fucking 1X. Why is this happening? So then I was like, well, maybe I need to adjust. You know, because you go in the console and it's like, hey. So I went on and found the best settings for my TV because I have a budget 4K TV. Like, I'm not fucking rich. This TV was like $250, $300, some shit like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's got HDR10, right? And so I'm going through this setup. After I've spent like a couple hours looking at the TV model, the best settings for the color and picture, and so then I'm going to set up the Xbox. It's like, yeah, 4K is working great. And it's like, all right, test your HDR. No HDR detected. Nah, this TV has HDR. I went back to the site where I was looking at my TV model.
Yep.
And it did have HDR. And it was like, well, you had to. So some people were like, well, I had to update with like an older model. And I was like, well, let me check fully up to date. You know where this is. I had the HDMI in the wrong fucking HDMI port of the TV. There's 4 HDMI ports, only 2 supported. Since I've gotten the 1X, I've been playing without HDR. I switched that shit around, and it was like night and fucking day.
Oh.
I put in Resident Evil 3, and I was like, I can't believe I played through this game as many times as I have, and it never looked this good.
So what you're saying is you were using like HDMI 3 and not 1?
Right, I had the PlayStation and the Xbox in HDMI 3 and 4. See, I didn't know this because I've renamed my HDMI ports to what the consoles are. The fucked up thing was that the Xbox One before this one was hooked up into the 4K slot. This whole time I've had a 1X, I've been using the wrong HDMI port. And now I just want to play Xbox games on the TV. I'm so butthurt. Didn't matter with the PlayStation because it's not going to do it. It's because I don't have the Pro. I didn't even think about it. I started playing Gears again, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Look at the way this shit looks. This is amazing. I can't believe this is what I've been doing this entire time." It made me real. But that's it. That's my sad tale.
That's okay. It's not like you work in IT or anything.
That's what made me even more mad. But look. Just because I work in IT doesn't mean I have a master knowledge of all electronics. Family member.
Family members. Okay, well, you shared an embarrassing thing. I'll share this embarrassing thing. Because it happened today. And it's in... It's like semi-embarrassing, but at the same time, it was kind of frustrating. It just happened. So this morning, I woke up and turned everything on, and no internet. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I've unplugged my box, unplugged my router multiple times before leaving for work this morning. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll just let it sit here. Maybe there's an outage. I don't know, and just let me go do my day. So I come home. And Carlin, of course, tells me that day there's still no internet in the house. I'm like, okay, well, I'll call Spectrum when I get home. And before I actually call, I'm like, let me go ahead and double check the boxes. And I unplugged the router, or I unplugged the modem. And when I unplugged the modem, my thumb moved the Ethernet port, or Ethernet cable. I'm like, you feel a little loose. I slid it out. The clip doesn't even work. It just slid right out. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me slide it back in, and there's my Netgear router lights up, and the computers have internet. I'm like, are you fucking serious? It didn't even... at this point, it's like, how did it get, pulled out between last night streaming till 1 a.m. to this morning? But sure enough, it wasn't all the way in, and internet's now up and running. So, and we're here, and we have a show. We have a show.
I hate when it doesn't go all the way in.
Tell you what, it's a very frustrating thing. So now it's now I feel like I'm going to go grab my toolkit out of my truck downstairs, and go ahead and re-crimp this end. And just do a better job than what my buddy did when he made it for me years and years ago. Right. But so I have a little embarrassing thing there too. So hashtag we work in IT.
That's right. Oh, Dave said I'm here even if CV's lying POS when he's playing Among Us. Okay, look, we've been playing a lot of Among Us. We played 2 streams of Among Us so far. Listen,
that's a lot.
Yeah, for us it is. Do you know the premise of the game and how it works and shit?
Yeah, I've watched streams.
Okay. Listen, it was so funny because I was it, right? And Benny Blanco was also it. And Benny killed the dude, left the room, and then I went into the room, and there was a dead dude, and then I went to run out, the one that Benny had killed, not me, and then Denny ran in. And man, let me tell you. Then he put the report button, and he was like, Steven. I was like, Stevie? What, you self-reporting piece of shit? And bro, I was like, all I gotta do, it was me, Benny, Showtime, and Denny. And I was like, I just need to get Showtime. I just need to swing one vote. I just gotta swing one vote. And I did. And we totally won. It felt good. We totally won, bro. You were like Trump last night on the debate. Nah, man. I was not like that. That's different. That's a whole nother level. I wasn't constantly interrupting, acting like a child. Well, I guess I was kind of acting like a child. We won't even get into that shit. That shit was... Anyway. I tried to stomach it, but I got through like half of it, and I was like, all right, that's it. That's enough for me. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I gifted it to Trex. We're gonna make him play, boys. Okay,
I'm good.
we're gonna make him do it. It's gonna happen. Don't worry. Obviously, I'm very convincing because I got people to vote for me. Even though, oh, it was great. It was great. And if we were any bigger popularity wise, I would probably be canceled right now. But luckily, we're not. So I won't even talk about that. All right. I've also been watching a show on Amazon called Dystopia. Or Utopia? Dystopia?
Utopia.
It's either Dystopia or is it Utopia? Have you watched it?
No, but it's Utopia.
It's good. I went into this show not knowing what it was going to be about at all, and I'm hooked. And like I kind of want to describe it, but it's hard to describe it without ruining it. Like I'm gonna try without ruining it. Okay, it's about like a comic book that can tell the future, and there's only been one issue called Dystopia. And if you watch it, it predicts like if you go back, you can see that it predicted like all these major diseases and all kinds of shit. Well, someone found the sequel, Utopia. And so then it's about finding Utopia. There's so much murder, death, kill. I was like, okay, dead. If you think they might not be dead, no, they're dead. Thing in Dystopia are real. Yeah, listen. It is good. It's I'm really hooked. I don't want to really talk about it anymore because it'll ruin it. Just it's a CVB recommend. Go watch that, bitches. Like it's good. Like it's a mind game. It's a mind trip. I was even noticed one thing too when I went back to watch a bit. Why are you playing on mouse only mode for Among Us? I don't know. Like because I'm an idiot. Like I don't know. I didn't know there was another way to play. Raph sounds like a superhero show I watched in 2006 when a comic book was showing the future. Thinking emoji. What show was that? Wasn't there a TV about a newspaper that predicted the future called Early Edition? I think so. Yeah, mouse and keyboard? I don't know. That was a thing you could do. Yeah, there was a WSD mode to move, and then you just click on the shit with your mouse. Oh, Raph, heroes! Save the cheerleaders, save the world. This is not like that.
Until the writer strike.
Man, why you gotta bring that up?
Because it hurts. Because it hurts.
Oh, Isaac's comic. Yeah, that's right. I do remember that. God, heroes. And then they tried to bring it back. And it worked for a few episodes, and then they were just like, and I was like, stop it.
They did.
They brought it back and ruined it again. It wasn't when they brought it back. It wasn't that bad. It could have went somewhere, but then they canceled it, and it made me sad.
That writer strike killed it.
It did. Dang, I actually liked all the heroes. I think heroes started to go downhill when Sylar was able to heal himself. Once he actually got the healing powers, it was, and like the whole show like kind of leads up to this giant battle between Peter and Sylar. And it never happened. Peter is his name, right?
Yeah, fuck Peter.
Like it was leading up to this like huge fucking battle between Peter and Sylar. And then they neutered Peter's powers. I was like, that sucks. Really? What's his face is the final season villain was great. The Peter Petrelli, that's right. Yeah, the final season was pretty good. It was okay. But then they cliffhangered it. It wasn't supposed to be the final season, and they cliffhangered it, and then it was. No. But yeah, when they neutered Peter, it was like we could start like he was like Peter and Silo were like the yin and yang. And then like they went down to Peter being able to have one power at a time, and I was like, nah, man. Nah. I ain't about that. Alright, man. What about you? Do you think crazy this weekend? You been playing that fucking Breath of the Weebs game. The blatant
It came out
Breath
like,
of the Wild
it came out like Monday.
Huh?
It came out like Monday. So it wasn't a weekend.
Alright, bro. You've still been doing that since the last show.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, Genshin Impact. I thought it was an MMO, but it's definitely just an action RPG. And it's co-op as well. You have to get to a certain adventure rank to do it, but you'll be able to unlock co-op mode, which I'm super excited to actually see how that works. No Man's Sky is still amazing. I've actually been playing thanks to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Android Samsung devices. I've been able to play on my mobile device playing Xbox games like Crackdown 3. It's actually been pretty fun.
You know what else you can play on mobile?
On mobile, I'm actually going to try out Halo for the first time this weekend. We have a nurse practitioner conference, and I don't want to do it, but I have to do it, and I'm just going to play video games in the back.
Yeah. If only you were on that Donald Trump Jr. tweet playing games in the background.
I really wish I was. That would have been very rude too. I actually wanted to listen to her talk. I didn't even get the breakfast. Didn't even get breakfast.
You got the infamy though.
I did.
I thought we were all going to rock Squadrons this weekend. I don't think Trex is getting it.
I am not getting it. Yeah, it's good. I'm just gonna push it over to the Steam wish list to die in infamy like every other Steam game I want. Or was it on Epic Games? I can't remember.
Bro, put on your PlayStation wish list so you can put on your VR headset and fly in space.
Oh yeah, I don't even have a PlayStation back. I keep forgetting actually. My buddy Ben's like, I need to get that back to you. I'm like, yeah, I'm in no rush.
You bastard, you lied to me. Well, he lied to me too. I mean, we had the Notice Squadron, right? We even did the chant on the stream. Now he's just like...
Life happens. Adulting sucks. Actually, yeah, and at the same time, I'm not even going to be home all weekend because I have a nurse practitioner conference to go to.
You bring a TV, you bring your PlayStation, you bring the VR headset, and you find the internet connection in the corner. We're going to have a full-on Notice Squad sniffle. It could still happen. Don't worry.
Yeah, you'll have some random for it. That'll be fun. God, I'm actually trying... No, I mean, I've definitely been... As soon as I really can. That's one of the reasons why I also haven't been streaming too. Well, my stepfather lost his father last week, so... I didn't stream anytime last week after NotA Game Report because Carlin was watching my mom's dog, which most people met Stella, I think Monday night when she stayed over. And so I had to go get Carlin from there because she doesn't really drive at night. So I was like, and she had her ear infection too, so like it wasn't really safe for her to drive at night. So it's like, I'll go ahead and pick her up. I'm not worried about it.
A what?
An ear infection.
Oh, I thought she had a... Never mind.
Oh, I told her what you said last week. She's going to come and get you.
Good. I wanted her to hear.
But no, I like going over to my mom's and watching Stella and hanging out watching TV with Carlin. It's like I just pop out the Razer Kishi. Thanks, Razer, and pop it up onto the phone, and like boom, Xbox games, baby.
Boom. Xbox games, baby.
But let me tell you this shit. I felt the immense jealousy coming from Greg Miller, or even towards Greg Miller, because this man comes out with like, oh, it's that time of the year again. Freebies from game developers and stuff. So this motherfucker gets a gift from Xbox, right? Comes with the Note 20 Ultra that I have.
Dude.
He gets that in the box, and he gets a Xbox Game Pass Razer Kishi Launch Edition.
Yeah, dude, they were giving it to a lot of influencers, YouTubers, if you will. Yeah, I watched a couple of YouTube videos of people doing, and I was pretty jealous too.
Yeah, and I'm sitting over here on day one getting my Razer Kishi. He's like, well, it's not the fucking launch version. Could I buy the launch version? At the same time, though, I also didn't want to spend. Let me also help shoppers out with this too. On the Razer website, they have two Razer Kishis. One is just Android. The other one is Android Xbox. There's a $20 difference between them, so either 80 or 100. The $20 difference is literally the home button that goes back to your home screen. The one that's $100 has the Xbox logo, and when you tap on it, it opens up the Xbox Game Pass app. There's your $20 difference. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna be okay with spending $80. I'm good.
Huh?
Yeah, that's like the only difference on it. It may probably have Game Pass on it, but like I was like, I'm not paying $100 for this. But now that I've actually used it and I have it, I'm kind of wishing it's like, yeah, you know what? I think I would have probably been okay with spending $100. This is actually the worth every single penny. But there's a difference. 80 or 100, it's just a small detail of the Xbox logo being on the controller.
I think that's worth $20 to me, bud.
Fucking boner. Hi, Heather.
Can I help you? Nothing? Nothing. Shit, get out of here. All right, now you have to leave the house. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. All right. Well, there you go. Before we get into the new releases this week, which there aren't very many, to be honest, to be fair. This is the part where we harass all you YouTube folks until you can watch the show live. Twitch.tv/Nerds of the Apocalypse. Right there. I think, is it right there still? Now that I moved around? Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's right there.
You moved. The graphic didn't move.
That's a good point. Twitch.tv/Nerds of the Apocalypse is right there. Come check us out live. 9:30 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. You come watch live. And hey, Aaron, how are you doing? Good. I'm glad to hear it. I hope the rest of your night goes okay. That's it. What's coming out in games, bud?
Was that Mike? Are you done?
Yeah, shield theme for Heather. Yeah, dude. Da, 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 da. That's how she rolled, man.
So is it my turn now?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay. Games coming out of this week, as of this recording. Star Wars Squadron on PC, PS4, and Xbox One on October 2nd. And Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time on PS4 and Xbox One on October 2nd. And that's it.
Okay, bye, everybody. I'm just kidding. That's it, boys. That's
Now,
it.
Raph came up with a nice segue thing. I just saw Lurker. What's up, Lurker? Where was it? Where did he put that shit?
Oh
yeah, this is what he has. He has instead of saying "and now the news," it's "this week in last week of gaming."
I don't like that.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. It's good. No, it's actually really good. This week and last week gaming, it's actually really good. You know what I don't like? It's this bright light. I don't know where to put my light still. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm having a mild anxiety attack on my light. I'm okay.
You should get yourself an Elgato key light Air. Place it right there on your desk. Seriously, if you still have that $200 gift card for Best Buy, do it. I 100% recommend it. Do it.
I actually bought something similar to a key light because when they weren't available, I should maybe try to hook that up.
Did you get the key? The ring?
It's an off-brand.
Okay.
I'll try it out.
And of course, it's a play on John Oliver's show. Exactly. It's what this whole show is. This game report is a tribute to all the fun gaming journalisms that we absolutely love and adore, but most importantly, John Oliver.
No.
That's why I do it. I don't know about you.
I've never watched John Oliver in my life.
How the fuck do you live with yourself?
I do fine.
Why can't you support your fellow Britan who lives in America now? Support him! He's very funny.
So the show is just a tribute? No, it's not just a tribute, rap.
This is just a tribute. You got... Oh, sorry. We're getting into Nation's D territory.
I know. All right, so it's about to be the beginning of the month, and you know what that means? Microsoft and PlayStation throwing games at you for free. And we got to judge to see what's the better... What's the better reference? We got to see who gave the better game this month. Let's see.
Oh, this is
Xbox One
terrible.
Games with Gold for October 2020 revealed track. Here's what they are. Slayaway Camp, Butcher's Cut. Available.
He's actually freezing.
Oh, can you hear me still?
No, you're good now. Yeah, you're good. When you're trying to say the dates, that's when you're breaking up.
Oh, okay. Made like clean the house made of Skur. Available October 16th to November 15th. Xbox One. The first one was Xbox One too. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Available October 1st to the 15th. Xbox One. Xbox 360. Costume Quest. Available October 16th to the 31st.
I don't know what any of those fucking games are.
You don't know Costume Quest? You should know Costume Quest.
No, I don't know who Costume Quest is. Who the hell is Costume Quest?
That's a fun indie game. It's been everywhere always. Not going to mention PS Plus games. Jesus Christ, can I have a minute? Can you just wait a second?
I mean, it's totally weird that you went with Xbox first because PlayStation was actually first.
Oh, I guess I'm a fucking fanboy because I went with Xbox first, huh? I said let's go over to Xbox and PlayStation games and see which one's better. Obviously, I just finished the Xbox One games. Trek asked me a question about the Xbox game, and I answered it. And before I could even just bring it up, you running your mouth. You sus? You just mad because I played everyone against you. Okay? And it worked. Don't be hating. Oh, I lost my actual page. Hold on a second. Maybe I actually can talk about this. Hold on. What the? Okay, I got to reopen up Google Docs. I think I closed it on accident. They upset me so much that I closed the Google Docs page. I hope you're happy with yourself. I hope you're happy. All right, let's see. All right, so free games for PlayStation. Oh my gosh, much better. Vampire. It's a little game that came out. When did it came out? Oh, a while back.
That was like last year.
Yeah, it came out a while back. Some people didn't really, they were about it, but some people love it. That's Vampire with a Y. It's done by the the Life is Strange dev. I can't remember their name. I'm sorry. It's from the same studio who makes
Don't Nod Entertainment.
Oh, there you go. Yes, them. The next one is Need for Speed Payback. I don't know how good this Need for Speed is.
Hey, that game that has a bunch of racing, let's put a story behind it. You know, it works for Call of Duty. Why not?
It's the big payback. I don't know if this is available on EA Access, though. You might be able to get that for free on your Xbox, too, you know?
Yes.
And pretty soon, if it's on EA Access, you'll be able to also get it for free with your Game Pass membership because Xbox is now Mr. Nice Guy.
Hashtag good guy Microsoft.
I can't tell if that's a good or bad emote.
That's
I don't
bad.
know.
Arwen loved Heat.
Oh, didn't like Payback, huh?
I mean, I'm pretty happy because I don't get the Xbox Series X or S. You know, I wasn't one of the lucky few who even got a reserve. So I don't get to participate in the launch day extravaganza. But here comes...
Yes, you do, right on your fingertips with your phone.
That's right, because hashtag good guy Microsoft, EA Play comes out on the same day the Xbox Series S and X launch. So, happy day. Happy day. Thanks, Phil. Thank you.
Good guy, Phil.
Good guy, Phil.
At least he doesn't lie. At least he doesn't make up stuff like Mr. Ryan. We believe in generations. Psych!
And no cross saves. Because we changed someone's goddamn fucking face.
Yo, don't worry. Don't you worry, boys. That's coming. We're going to be talking about that. Look, I came equipped. I came ballistics ready, boys. Okay? Ballistics ready. I'm sick of you fucking with Spider-Man! PlayStation!
Figure it out. Fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm okay.
All right, next up. Oh, by the way, the winner of this month of free games, definitely PlayStation. What the fuck is going on with Xbox? What? Just because you have the Xbox Game Pass, you can't do something good for your gold members? What kind of crap games are these? Probably some really good indie games, by the way. They probably are good. But like, wow. Here comes PlayStation with Need for Speed, which of course is it's kind of a flip of the coin and how good it's going to really be. But in Vampire, yeah, that was definitely a pretty good game that a lot of people did like. So PlayStation, kudos to that. You got it this month.
Yeah, definitely got it this month. I would agree for sure. Yeah, we kind of, but I mean they're gearing up, right? Xbox is gearing up for those big ass titles on Game Pass, so they're giving us just a little something. Right? But next month we're gonna get the whole shebang. Raph said, yeah, stuff we're bringing you Final Fantasy 14 7 months later, not a DDP more. Is that the best you got? Because that's a grasp at straws, Raph Prime. That's a little that's a grasp at straws. You're grasping, bro. It's okay. Jim Ryan's a liar. Well, everybody knows it. It's okay. He's a liar. We get it. We know.
Can someone make the meme from the guy from Family Guy pointing at Jim Ryan? It's like, he's a phony.
Phony.
He said the PlayStation pre-orders would start this day. He's a phony. Arwen, I have a job for you.
We believe in generations. We're going to fucking affect the narrative for the next 3 months. It's going to be awesome.
Hashtag play unlimited.
Hashtag Miles Morales on literally everything PlayStation. Okay, what's next, bud?
Coming up next, Cyberpunk 2077 publisher orders 6-day weeks ahead of launch. Coming over here from Bloomberg. No, it's coming over here from Jason Schreier. Okay, I love how you found the Kotaku article. You shared the.
This is the Bloomberg site.
I know, but
Bloomberg.
I know, but you shared the Kotaku article with me first, talking about this week, and I love how it says according to Bloomberg. I didn't even have to click the link yet. I'm like, motherfuckers, we know who this according to Bloomberg is. Clicked it, boom, Jason Schreier, J Dog. All right, so coming in here from J Dog. Are
you gonna call him J Dog for real?
He's J Dog now. That's it.
It can be cringeable.
Yeah, we're gonna be best friends. I mean, me and Paul, we're tight. Paul Tassie, he's Tassie Hassel. That's what we're going. That's what we go with. Tassie Hassel. That's what we go with. So Jason came up with got an email from a employee of Cyberpunk 2077 saying that the publisher has stated that it is going to be a 6-day work weeks ahead of launch. This is what the industry calls crunch times. So during crunch times, for folks who don't know, they have to add in extra time outside of the normal working hours to put extra time in to get the games going, basically when it's super close to launch. Here we go. It's just terrible. So in this email, CD Projekt Red studio head Adam Bukowski wrote that he was optimistic about the state of Cyberpunk 2077, which stars Keanu Reeves, and that they had sent the game to be certified for release for Sony and Microsoft to be done. Now, he wrote it was time to fix the game's many lingering bugs. Okay, so from the email, starting today, the entire development studio is in overdrive, elaborating that this meant your typical amount of work and 1 day of the weekend. The extra work would be paid as required by Polish labor laws. Many other video game studios don't pay overtime, so that's very true as well. From the email, I take it upon myself to receive the full backlash for the decision. I know this is in direct opposition to what we've said about crunch. It's also in direct opposition to what I personally grew to believe a while back, that crunch should never be the answer. But we've extended all other possible means of navigating the situation. So in a post on Twitter Wednesday, Bukowski said pre-project employees can continue to count on bonus payouts amounting to 10% of the company's annual profit. This could prove to be a lucrative sum, as analysts estimate the Warsaw-based company's net income will rise 11-fold to 2 billion zloty, which is $520 million, in 2020. So CD Projekt Red had 1,079 employees at the end of June. So we know crunch is terrible. The game, this Cyberpunk 2077 game has been pushed back, 2-3 times now? Push it back. Don't do crunch. And the reason that people don't want to do crunch is it hurts. It really affects the employees' mentality. Of course, it's really just overworking. And you know what? Of course, and everybody on his fucking Twitter, when he wrote this article, everybody came after him. He's like, people can't fucking handle crunch time. They're fucking slow flares. Blah, 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 blah. Just because someone else in another industry, another side of the work, does a crunch time, doesn't mean it's good there either. I've had crunch time, and I absolutely fucking hate it. It was crunch that I knew was gonna come, but it didn't need to come because it was improper planning on everybody's part. So this is the same way here. Don't do the crunch. And sadly, I'm easy to say don't do the crunch. Push it back again. That's easy for me to say. But now they see as CD Projekt Red, they have people to answer to. They have their board. They have Sony. They have Microsoft to answer to. And this game is basically going to launch in that window of these new consoles coming out. But this is also why I say push it back. The games are coming out right there to begin the front of November with the launch of the Series X, with the launch of the PlayStation 5. Who the hell cares? The game isn't even going to be optimized for the new consoles. That November 10th launch date is basically for the Xbox One X and PlayStation 4. It's nowhere even what's going to be for the next gen stuff. So if that's the case, push it back. PlayStation 4, Xbox One X players, I'm pretty sure they're going to be just fine. Even the lucky few who are able to get the new next-gen consoles, they're going to be fine as well with the wait. Just go ahead and push it back. Launch all of it. Launch the PlayStation 5, the Xbox X versions. Launch them together with the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4. So now all 4 consoles can really get that love. But one thing that this is going to do, even with the crunch, when it launches in that November 10th, it's November 10th, right? That's when it comes out. November 19th launch. Sorry. The November 19th launch. Basically, that's going to allow folks to purchase on the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4. And then next year, when they announce and push out the free upgrades, people can just do the smart delivery and free upgrades to the brand new versions of the consoles. Like, just don't worry about even doing the November 19th day at this point. Push it back, release all 4 versions at the same time, and just call it a day. It's going to make your employees happier. It's going to make gamers going to be upset no matter what. But that's what we've all believed, isn't it? That's what the mantra is. Don't release an unfinished game. Push it back until it's right. Push it back until it's done. So yeah, it's going to be pissing a lot of people off. But at the end of the day, it's going to make the game better. Stevie B, your thoughts?
Well, first, I have a question to ask you. Now, I'm not saying this to fucking come at you.
All the time.
But, I know I normally do. That's why I have to clarify. But do you know for a fact that the game's going to release not optimized for the Series X and PS5?
Yeah,
have you read that somewhere, or are you just assuming that?
No, they stated that the free smart delivery is not going to happen at launch. And I'll definitely look that back up, too. Now, of course, this was months ago when they had first announced the smart delivery stuff. But the smart delivery wasn't going to be at the launch of these consoles. But I'll definitely look it up. Go ahead and give your thoughts while I do that.
Well, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like you mocked me earlier. I do kind of feel that way, right? Like this isn't crunch for 6 months. This is crunch for a month prior to a release for a game that you've pushed back numerous amounts of times that they're, like you said, they're more than likely trying to fit it into a window that they're required to financially with all the kinds of shit that we would never really know of being civilians, not civilians, being outside of, why the fuck would I say civilians? Being outside of the company, right? And they're like getting paid overtime is a lot more than, you know, what a lot of these game companies fucking do. So like, I don't know. Like I kind of, it's like it's poor planning, but who's poor planning? Like, where's the fault lie? Is it on Mad? Like, I don't know.
And I'll also go with COVID-19 as well. COVID definitely hurt game development as well.
So for me, I don't know if the employees are, and obviously it's a case-by-case basis, right? But if the employees are okay with that, I don't see a problem with it. Like, if the employees are like, fuck you, let's get some overtime, let's get this in before, you know,
and
not losing.
Yeah, and like the article states, it's like because of Polish laws, they will get their overtime paid, whereas other game companies, America, don't do that. They won't pay for that.
America.
sorry, the Mountain Dew went down the throat row.
It's okay. So I don't know. I'm two ways about this. Like, to me, it's like if the employees, because I don't know, I can see crunch time going two ways, right? I can see crunch time being like absolute hell, but I can also see it as like a team. Not a team building is wrong, right? Like everybody, like all right, like team building bad. Like team building is like going to an escape room together. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, it's like everybody comes together. Let's knock this out. They fucking have the release. Everybody loves the game. And they're like, fuck yeah. That was a month. We're getting fucking paid. Their overtime checks start coming in. They have a dope-ass Christmas. You know, but it also, like you said, mental health is a big deal. Especially in these times. So I think if an employee wants to tap out, you kind of got to let him tap out. At least go back to a regular work week instead of a crunch time.
So also an article about that too was that the crunch overtime was actually was on a volunteer basis at first. It's been on a volunteer basis apparently for the past couple of months. So folks could opt in to do these crunch time, work these extra these hours, these 6-day weeks, but now it has become mandatory.
Could you imagine being a motherfucker that's been doing it for like a month?
It's like, I've been doing crunch for the past 6 months, guys. Like, where's everybody else at? It's like, can I take a vacation now? I got my work done.
With Jon Snow show up to the wall, and like, motherfucker, I've been in my whole life.
But I would actually love to see a little bit of the comparison, because right now, as we saw, CD Projekt Red, they're going into their crunch time for Cyberpunk 2077 to hit that November 19th date. In that same token, right now, Activision Blizzard has got to be going into its own crunch time because their expansion for Shadowlands drops October 27th.
Don't worry, Jason will sniff it out soon.
I'm actually, let me go ahead and get that tweet ready because I want to ask him that. It's like, hey man, I want to see the comparison between the crunch time of CD Projekt Red for their employees and the whole thank you God Polish labor laws for getting paid for their overtime. And if Activision Blizzard are going to get that same, if they even get overtime for their 6, maybe 8-day work weeks, 8-day work days. I don't know. But I did find the article. Now, this article is also dated because this was back on the Xbox website back in June. Okay? So this is talking about so lastly, some new and existing Xbox One titles will be optimizing their games after the Xbox Series X launches. For example, if you buy Cyberpunk 2077 when it launches on September 17th, that was so long ago. I missed that. You'll be set to explore Night Sea on Xbox One. If you pick up Xbox Series X on launch this holiday, you can play it there too in compatibility mode, picking up exactly where you left off. Then, when CD Projekt Red delivers an Xbox Series X optimized version for 2077, you'll automatically get upgraded once it's available at no additional cost.
Okay, so what about PlayStation though? Because they're being real shitty about that whole thing.
Well, they don't have a cool, smart name for it, so I don't even know what they're doing. They need to figure it out.
I think they're gonna get. There's no way they're not getting upgraded, right?
I'm pretty sure they're gonna get upgraded.
I don't know. It's different when the game was launching prior to the console releases. Now that it's launching after both the new consoles are technically out. See, no one has them, but
that's why it's like it's after now. It's like it's after the launch. So, fuck it. Just push it back and release the optimized version for everything.
What name for what now? The PlayStation version of Smart Delivery Wrap.
I think they just call it Upgrade. You know, like some 2001 plebes that they are. I don't know. Come on, where's your marketing teams, PlayStation? Where's your marketing? You can do Smart Delivery. Just do, Grubhub and Uber Eats. Just like it's Uber Delivery.
What the? Okay. All right. So there you go. So my final thoughts on this were, I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 for me. Like, I think if the employees are dope, they push it back. Or not dope, but the employees are cool with it. They push it back so far. They're like, fuck it. Let's crunch it. Let's get it out. Let's do it. All come together. But if it's seriously affecting some employees to the point where that shit we saw at Blizzard, where motherfuckers were sleeping in their cars and shit like that, then, no, obviously not. But I think that, if everybody's on board, I think it's fine. But, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they pushed it back to get it ready. I don't know. I think there's some kind of probably Q4 situation happening, or Q3, whatever quarter that is. Where it's like you have to get out for the quarter's over kind of situation.
Yeah, most likely.
Or being forced to get it out for a holiday release is probably what it is, right? Everybody wants it out for Christmas.
Yep.
By everybody, I mean like anybody that's financially involved with that game.
And I am praying to God that it comes out with as smooth as possible launch. Because if it doesn't at this point, it's not going to look good. But I mean, CD Projekt Red has had a very good run with a lot of their games, almost all of them, if not. So I mean, maybe
their last big game was the fucking Witcher 3. Like they, like
I think I even heard that one had crunch time in there as well. But we shall see about what 2077 has, and hopefully the bugs get fixed. And good luck, because I'm telling you now, everybody's gonna go through that motherfucker with a fine-tooth comb and let them find one eyelash missing bug. They're gonna freak out because gamers are fickle fucks.
They are.
Next up, coming here from Tom Warren from The Verge. Hi, Tom. Yeah, BFFs. A week.
T-Dog.
T-Dog. A week with the Xbox Series X. Load times, game performance, and more. So I'm going to lead it over to the X-Boner himself, Stevie B.
All right, so Xbox Series X got sent down, The Verge, it got sent out to a lot of people, right? But they're embargoed. They can only talk about a few things. And obviously, you boys been watching a lot of this shit. I'm really... and all jokes aside, I'm really excited for some of these places to get the PlayStation 5 if you want to see how this shit will work, right? So right now, the only thing they can really mess with are backwards compatible games, right? And like the fast load times and things like that, right? There's only so much they can talk about doing this embargo, and it seems like the load times are pretty crazy for some games, right? And most, like all the sites that got it reported these quick load times, and they were about the same. We're going to go over the Verge's ones, right? But like Call of Duty, it's about the same. But like the ones that stand out the most are like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is obviously like one giant load in it, and then everything's loaded, right? I don't know if you guys have played Red Dead Redemption 2 on the console, but you could watch fucking Titanic, and the game still would not have loaded. It takes forever for that shit to come. And so they test on the Xbox One X and the Series X. And it's 1:35 to load Red Dead Redemption 2 on the One X. And then 52 seconds on the Series X. Which is still rather long. But I guess when you're loading that giant open world, that's how it is. Another one that stood out was The Outer Worlds. That's a big first-party title for them. 27 seconds for the One X. 6 seconds for the Series X. Which is pretty crazy. And this is the one that stood out to me the most, dude. Which I was just like, I can't believe this. And even Coop commented on it. Like, that's why they stopped combining the servers, I think. I don't have to get Coop in here. But Sea of Thieves on the One X is 1 and 21 second load time. On the Series X, it's 20 seconds.
That's fucking insane.
That like, I don't know, man. Like that's pretty cool. No Man's Sky, your jam, is actually a big significant difference too. The One X, 2 minutes 13 seconds. Series X, 1 minute 27 seconds, almost a full minute less.
Yeah, that's still pretty significant to me.
Yeah, it's still a long time. But again, you're loading everything, right? With that
game.
Curse, when you can disable crossplay for Sea of Thieves, yeah, I bet a bunch of people did it, right? Like, is anybody playing with the fucking console people? They'd be like, how long did it take you to come back from the dead, bitch? And Destiny 2 got its time more than half too. Like Destiny 2 takes forever. Like, God forbid you forget to pick up a quest in the hub. You gotta go back. It's crazy. And the One X, it's 1 minute and 52 seconds, almost 2 minutes. Xbox Series X, 43 seconds. And of course this is because of an SSD, right? The fact that we're just now getting into SSD gaming with consoles, kind of crazy. Like, this is my humble opinion. But this is what SSD drives load time fucking gets you, dude. And that's great. And they also did a lot of the the game switching. I can't remember the official name for that, right? Where like you could be playing Sea of Thieves and you're like, well, fuck, I'll go play Red Dead Redemption, right? And it's like seamless. It's like like if you have them both loaded, you're playing Red Dead and you're like, oh shit, my boys don't play Sea of Thieves, so you switch to Sea of Thieves that you already had loaded. It's almost like an instant swap. Which resume play. Thank you, Raph. Yes, and that's something PC gaming doesn't even really have, to be honest. Like, I mean, I guess you can load more than one game at once, but like, your PC's gonna slog for sure. And then the last thing they could talk about was the graphics, the upgradability on the backwards compatibility stuff. And this is before any any patches are made to make them better. This is simply backwards compatibility running on the hardware, not like here's a Series X patch for this game or anything like that, right? And the one that stood out to me the most was Final Fantasy 15. It looked amazing running on the Series X. Most stuff they tried stayed right around 60 frames per second. I watched Digital Foundry's hour-long video today. Hitman, the latest Hitman did drop a little bit, but that is just mega heavy for frame rates. And I'm more of a frames guy than I am a 4K resolution. I think the games that I don't know, I just prefer that more. So really, really cool stuff out of this testing that they've been getting. But also, one YouTuber did state that they're having to share these consoles. Raph, they're not being given. These journalists aren't being given these consoles. They actually have to do their testing and then ship it to somebody else in 2 weeks because of the lack of consoles. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. But yeah, if you get a chance to watch that Digital Foundry video, it's crazy the way old games are running without any kind of updates. I'm really excited to see what an actual Series X game looks like, right? Like the new Assassin's Creed or Cyberpunk. I guess Cyberpunk won't be if you're playing
Can't wait to play Cyberpunk on my phone.
Well, you still have to. It's not going to be on Game Pass though.
Give it
you
time.
have to buy it.
Give it time.
Oh, I mean, for sure. They'll eventually buy them.
I'll wait.
I know. Yeah, so the quick resume is good. It's just a faster experience. Like most people said, I've watched 10 YouTube videos, right? And pretty much everyone was like, I don't want to go play on my One X again anymore. Everything's moved faster, it's sleeker. The game resume features is way better. Everything running at these higher frame resolutions. It's so much better. So it just got me more excited to jump on it. I don't know. I'm sorry. The Final Fantasy 15 stuff, I can't. I'm sorry. I know I've talked about this, but it just looks so fucking good. I even put it in the Discord. I was like, bro, I cannot. I'm gonna stop playing Final Fantasy 15. I'm just gonna wait till I have a Series X and finish it because it's gonna look cool. Especially now that I have HDR enabled.
Wow.
So yeah, it's good. So that's good stuff. And then I'm generally excited for them to get the PS5s to test with, man. I'm excited to see what PS5 does with older stuff. Oh, and everybody said it's laser quiet. It's you couldn't even know it was on unless you saw the light. But that's also playing backwards compatible game. It's not playing the game at it's a game that's pushing the horsepower of the system. So that could change, obviously. But it's good stuff. Laser quiet. I don't know, Coop. Look, don't come in here, Coop. Look, you know what I meant. You know what I meant when I said laser quiet? Pew, pew. Lasers.
Pew, pew.
It was very quiet. You could barely hear it. Is that better?
Yeah, I went over to Digital Foundry's website, and it's great because it's great to see Dead or Alive 6's 4K mode works really badly on Xbox One X, and it plays out like a dream on Series X via the backward compat. So, that's a great way to look at it. It's like, yeah, let's use Dead or Alive 6.
Well, yeah, you got to make sure your boobies bounce correctly.
Yep.
That was like one of the big launch titles for was it the 360 or the Xbox? I just remember Dead or Alive being a giant launch game. And everybody got it because it was like, when back then the consoles launched, there was barely anything, so you got the games you want to play on it. Like for 360, like everybody fucking got Need for Speed Most Wanted because that was like one of the only good games that launched with it, and one of the, I think, Call of Duty fucking 2. Did you know that Call of Duty 2 was the first 360 game ever printed?
What?
Did you know that?
Good lord.
I heard that on a random YouTube video today, so hopefully that's accurate.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Tom Warren, who on his Twitter, he showed off the Microsoft Surface Duo. Nice little dual screen there. He logged on to show the Xbox Game Pass on one screen, and then on the other one was the Google Stadia. Both controllers connected via Bluetooth, and he was able to play both of them seamlessly.
Yeah, I saw that. That was that was ludicrous. It made me want to get that. It's like better jiggle physics. Okay, sold. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, better jiggle physics is better jiggle physics. Like, what do you want? Kerr says, "I want a duo." Yeah, dude, those things look sweet.
I'm gonna stick with. I'm giving a little more, trying to throw a little more optimism to Microsoft. I think the Surface Duo is a pretty badass looking phone, but I'm sticking with my Android side because fuck you, Windows 8. So I'm sticking with my Android. So I really want to get the Galaxy Fold Z and see if I could do the same thing with that.
You probably can.
I'm definitely not going to use Google Stadia. I know fucking not. So
no one's using Google Stadia. All right, what's next, bud?
Next up is once again from you coming over here from IGN from Diamond Felt. Is that? Oh, I'm sorry, Fight. Diamond Fight.
Oh, I thought it would say Felt too.
Yeah, it's an fucking font.
All right, well, you guys know I'm a fanboy, so I want to bring this up. All right, listen, this is how it goes here. I get to pick and choose what articles we talk about, and that's what I'm doing. Resident Evil Village, the new Resident Evil game, will focus more on exploration than Resi 7. So they talked about the game, and there's two main characters. There's Ethan Winters and the Village, its own living, breathing world, right? Director Morimasa Sato said when you take the word Village, people picture a small place, but when you look at Village, it has a colossal, distant feel to it. He emphasized the importance of making a place players could explore. It shaped up really good. They were supposed to be giving us more at Tokyo Game Show, but there really wasn't that much more besides these.
Was it just me, or was the Tokyo Game Show just terrible this year?
We didn't get much out of it. I think Raph got some pretty good port information out of it.
I tried to follow along the entire time on Twitter. I'm like, there's nothing here.
It's rough. You have a lot more freedom in Village. I said, when we want players to experiment to figure out what works for them. He describes the upcoming game as horror movie you can play. That's what everybody wants out of Resident Evil, right? It's a horror movie that you can play. I can tell you right now, being a person in the Resident Evil Twitterverse, that it's definitely 70-30. Like 30% of people didn't like 7, aren't into this, and they're like, but it's overall pretty positive. Obviously it's positive in my camp. I still don't know, Trex, if it's PSVR capable.
They won't, because this is PlayStation, they probably won't tell us until a month after release.
They're probably, okay, look, so here's the problem, right? I can tell you what the problem is. Sony hasn't been clear about, they've just said a long time ago that
how far away?
PSVR will probably work.
Yeah, it's very true. That's true.
They haven't been upfront about exactly how it's going to work on the PS5. I don't see it up front. They haven't released the information about how exactly it's going to work on the PS5. There's rumors about needing a cable that you can call Sony for to get your camera to work.
And we have seen the new camera for it.
Right, I'm not going to buy that fucking camera, man, when I have one. Look, I just keep playing PSVR games on my fucking PS4. But I can't play RE8. Well, I don't know. There's also rumblings that they are trying to make the game work for the PS4 and older Xbox consoles. So hopefully that works. The more people that can play it, the better. Oh, talking about Tokyo Game Show rep said all we got for 14 was 5.3, 5.35, 5.4 release date and window. That's right. We didn't really get much on the 14 front. Just like some dates on when shit's coming out. So I don't know. There you go. There's your Resident Evil update from Stevie B. Village is coming along nicely, but I still don't know if I can play in VR because somebody will tell me about the VR stuff for the PS5. What's next?
Coming up next, oh man, Andrew Webster over here from The Verge. Amazon announces new cloud gaming service called Luna.
Oh, this is all you, buddy.
Oh, so this was announced during the 2020 hardware event that Amazon held, and Luna. It's this was also what the rumored thing that it was called Tempo. But yeah, this is when they've also have that the Amazon main game controller that leaked before the event happened too. Because I was wondering why the Switch Pro controller was tweeting on Twitter, and then I looked, I'm like, why is the Switch Pro? Wait, the Switch Pro doesn't have. Is that a headphone jack? And come to find out, it was Luna's controller.
Oh, Denny asked Stadia 2.0.
Yeah, well, so far it's actually better than Stadia at the moment. So the service will be available.
That's not high bar.
Bro, I know. I know. Let's see. Trex, just think, with Luna streaming service, you'll be able to play New World on your phone when it releases in 2025. There is no false in that sentence at all. There is not.
There's no what?
There's nothing false in that sentence. No lies detected.
Raph, come on, don't be low blowing, man. What the fuck? Right.
It's still a soft wound.
No, but listen, could you imagine, honestly, if Trex could play New World on his fucking phone when it launches? Like,
I'm gonna get fired.
He's just gonna sell his consoles and his pieces. He's not gonna give a fuck anymore. Like,
it's like, babe, you're gonna have to be the bread and butter. I'm done. Oh, why are you flipping me off? You're leaving me? She's already packed.
She's getting ready, man. She knows what the future holds.
So the service will be available for an introductory price of $5.99 a month during its early access phase, which gives subscribers the ability to play Luna Plus channel games across 2 devices simultaneously and offers 4K at 60 frames per second resolution for selected titles. Naturally, it will be powered by Amazon Warehouse, the AWS thing. Amazon's ubiquitous web platform. Oh yeah, Amazon Web Services. So Amazon says there's going to be more than 100 games will be available via the Luna Plus channel, and launch titles include Resident Evil 7, Control, Panzer Dragoon, A Plague Tale, Innocence, The Surge 2, Yooka-Laylee, Grid, Abzu, and Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Amazon says that there will be more titles added over time. The company has partnered with Ubisoft for a specific gaming channel, and this is how they describe it. All right, you ready? So everybody sit down. Everybody, okay. Players who subscribe to this channel will have access to their favorite Ubisoft titles in up to 4K resolution, mobile gameplay, and access to new titles when the channel launches, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Far Cry 6, and Immortals Phoenix Rising the same day they release. This is the first of multiple Luna game channels in development where customers can play games from their favorite publishers and genre. So Luna also features Twitch integration. Okay, so inside the Luna experience, players will see the players will see Twitch streams for games and the services, and from Twitch they'll be able to instantly start playing Luna games. So along with this, Amazon also announced its own Alexa-enabled Luna controller, which will be $49.99 during the early access period. So, yeah, this is 100% like Stadia 2.0, but this is also better than Google Stadia. And I know, just even seeing that section of the sentence isn't really much to go off, because, yeah, it's still laughable, because Google Stadia, what the fuck? But this is where Luna already overshadows Google Stadia, because Luna isn't letting you buy the game. You don't have to go onto Luna Store to buy the game. It's cloud service. So the games are going to be in the cloud, just like xCloud, and all you have to be is a subscriber, and you get to play the games. So there's no upfront cost to play any of these games. Now, even with the partnership with Ubisoft for the Ubisoft gaming channel, they haven't stated if there's going to be a cost affected with it. So it could just be you pay your $5.99 a month in this introductory price during the early access phase, and you're just going to have access to Ubisoft games. And you're going to have access to Valhalla, Far Cry 6, and Phoenix Rising on the day of their launch, just for $5.99 during that introductory month or introductory price. This is a cool thing, especially in the time of cloud gaming that we have right now. And I'm going to wait to I'm probably going to subscribe to it for a couple of months to check it out, to experience it. But right now, like Xbox, the xCloud won me over. So yeah, seeing Luna, I'm definitely laughing because, like, come on, Amazon. What the fuck are you doing? What you want to jump on this train now? Like, come on. Xbox is already this is their field. This is their kingdom. They're okay now. We don't need any other game cloud service. Google Stadia, if it actually was a proper cloud system, which of course it is, but if it didn't have that bullshit marketplace where you had to buy the game on buy the game on their marketplace, and you still have to also spend a monthly fee just to even access it, you're double dipping, and that's not cool. Google needs
that's what it seems like you have to do here, though. I mean, the Ubisoft stuff. See, I read it as like you're going to have to buy the Ubisoft channel, but then you'll get the access to the game.
That's what I'm thinking too. But they haven't. But of course, it's too early. Haven't said
buy all these. Instead of buy all these games, they kind of thing. Here's the problem with these, right? Okay, right. Here's the issue, right? Is that same thing with Google Stadia, and the same thing is going to happen with this. Okay, like you have to sit back and ask, who exactly is this for, right? Console gamers are going to be console gamers. Console gamers are not going to do this, right? They're not. This is not a console gamer situation, right? And PC gamers are also like, I'm not going to do this. I'm playing on PC, right? And so the market for this is really, really small. There's just not very many people there's people like you, right? Like, that sounded very accusatory. Like you,
yeah.
There's people that are curious about it, like you, that are going to try it that'll start and try it. Oh, that's cool, but you're not gonna use them. You're gonna be playing on your PC. You're gonna be doing that. Like, it's this who, like, this kind of shit is like not really for very many people. And for something like this to be sustainable, it's got to be for a lot of people, right? Because even now that xCloud has hit the market, right? That, like, it's like, hey, do you want to spend $6 a month to buy these games also, or do you want to spend $15 a month to use xCloud and get all these games you don't have to pay for? You know, I just feel like the market is very, very tiny.
I want to also state this as well,
something like this.
that the article doesn't say it, and I'm going to go with the article. I'm going to go with how it's worded too, is that there is going to be no cost to play these games. It's $6 a month, and you have access to play them just like xCloud. They're just there, and you play them. I do believe that the Ubisoft channel or any other channels that are out there specifically for developers, there might be an extra cost for those channels. But as the wording of this announcement so far, there's not. Because I had to re-look at the sentence again. So for
Hey, Aaron.
hey Aaron,
Thank you so much for the sub. We love you.
for $5.99 a month during its early access phase, which gives subscribers the ability to play Luna Plus channel games. So it almost feels like it's definitely introductory costs, just like the xCloud was before it did its full launch, and then it had the price increase. So there might be just a Luna channel games and then Luna Plus. So maybe the Luna section of normality just comes into you have to purchase the game maybe. But then Luna Plus there's no additional purchase. You just play the games that are there. But for sure, I'm on that skeptical boat as well, that for $6 a month, I can subscribe to Luna Plus, and then here comes Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I can play it on fucking launch day and not drop $60, $70. What? I'm on. That's a skeptical boat moment right there.
I know, I agree with you. It's tough. And I find it tough that like they would do that for just this.
Exactly.
Right? Like if Ubisoft is going to start a streaming like something where you pay monthly, like they're going to be like EA Play it's not just on fucking Game Pass. It's also on the PC and the PlayStation.
And remember, Ubisoft still has Uplay. That's their subscription service. That's on PC.
It's going to be an interesting situation. So like I guess we need more information.
Oh yeah, we certainly do. I'm going to sign up for the service and see how it goes, and if I'm actually if I get in. But and you're absolutely right. This is definitely going to hit a very niche market because not everyone is sold on cloud gaming. And I will say that the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate was at 10 million subscribers. And after the xCloud launch, it jumped up to we're now at 15 million.
That's a lot of $15 a month.
That is a lot. That is a huge number that came across. And I think Amazon and Luna are trying to definitely capture that momentum as well, trying to jump onto it. But what platforms is it going to be on?
Yeah, like you're not.
Immediately, it's going to be on PC. Will it be on mobile as well?
Maybe it'll definitely be on PC and like Fire TV and the other one. So,
oh yeah, definitely on their Amazon stuff. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
So,
and it is a Bluetooth controller. Oh shit! Wouldn't that be cool if you actually could play it just through your Fire Stick? Just buy a Fire Stick, $6 a month, and there's your gaming stuff.
Yeah. So.
It's fucking that's a fucking affordable.
I mean, let's be honest. CV's dad Fire Stick. No, that was a Fire TV. That was the remote. It was the remote, and then he told me the wrong model, so it didn't even fucking work. Like it wasn't. So I got to get another one. I got to return this one and get another one. That's how pops get. I know, Raph. I know. I know, Raph. I know.
But I will. Maybe like I said, we were skeptical on Google Stadia. I mean, I laughed that all the way to the bank. And then because of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with the xCloud, playing it on my phone, so much freedom. I feel amazing. I'm really happy with that. I'm actually, and I know you and I made a lot of fun of this in Facebook as well. But I am going to give Luna a shot. I'm willing to give it a shot. It's definitely going into a market that it has no place to be, but you never know. It could function pretty well. But immediately out of the announcement, just based off the announcement, it's better than Google Stadia. I don't even know what the specs are, how fast your internet needs to be. Cool. It's better than Google Stadia. Just
the question is will the sun come up on Luna?
Oh, coming up next. This guy. So coming from Andy Chalk on PC Gamer, judge says Epic was not honest when it bypassed Apple's payment system in Fortnite. So this is a hearing on Epic's request for an injunction against Apple's removal of Fortnite from the iOS App Store that took place earlier this week. So
yeah, man, this judge was kind of a. She was like, I don't know. You want to read what she said?
Yeah. So the judge seemed to suggest that Epic's actions actually help justify Apple's defense of its App Store policies as a way to protect users from malicious software. Yeah, absolutely. You did something. You lied about it by omission, by not being forthcoming. That's the security issue. That's the security issue, she said. There are a lot of people in the public who consider you guys heroes for what you guys did, but it's still not honest. The judge, who was also not particularly persuaded by Epic's argument by forcing developers to use Apple's in-app payment system amounts to illegal, tying a form of bundling that requires customers who want to buy a particular product to also purchase something else. She says she doesn't seem that the app payments as a separate and distinct product. However, if that opinion holds in the final ruling, it will exempt the system with antitrust regulations, which has definitely been what Apple's been going through on the Europe side of the world. She also rejected Epic's argument that the removal of Fortnite from the App Store has caused it harm because iOS players have plenty of other ways to get the game. Jesus Christ. Even just that sentence.
It's true! Look, you're not going to believe it if a judge says it! It's true! There are so many other ways to play Fortnite. I don't know. First off, that's probably the worst way to play Fortnite. I don't know.
I don't know how many people play the Call of Duty on the phone. I saw 4 employees at the restaurant play it. I was like, really?
What? People are fucking pissed at xCloud for that, dude, because xCloud has made it really, really accessible to like hook up a controller. So motherfuckers are using a controller now and that shit. And
just, really?
Like, beasting bitches. Like people want the controller support gone. Because people are buying all these devices that are made for xCloud and using it on Call of Duty Mobile. It's just like wrecking ass. Which they would have been doing in Fortnite, but
yeah. So this hearing definitely did not go to Epic's side at all. In which, and to be fair, it was definitely Epic did wrong. Totally, Epic did wrong. So the judge is basically calling for this to go to a jury, to let a jury decide.
Yo, there's not going to be a single person on that jury under the age of 30. It's going to be a boomer-filled jury, boys. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like, jury selection, there's me, and they're like, nope, that motherfucker definitely, look at his ass. He plays, give him the fuck out. They want people that don't play games at all on that jury. I'm sorry, okay.
So, and it's still a monopoly, deal with it. So, yeah, this is definitely not, it's not that it's a loss for Epic. In this article says, it's not a loss for Epic, but it's also not a rolling start either. And however the decision on Epic's request for an injunction works out, the judge doesn't appear to be in any hurry to render it, as she gave no time frame on when it might be delivered. She also said that she preferred the actual lawsuit to be tried in front of a jury and warned that because of her schedule, the case likely won't go to trial until July 2021. So we already knew this was going to be a long one, but holy fuck, it's going to be a long one.
Apple, meanwhile, characterized Epic CEO Tim Sweeney as the Pied Piper of other developers, saying he wants them to cheat and breach their agreement and sneak in software to bypass app review. It's getting kind of dirty, boys.
I mean, I'm not going to say Epic had took the high road on any of this either. So, but I mean, yeah. Yeah, even looking here from the CNN reporter Brian Fung, this is seemingly a very different take than what the judge outlined at the last hearing, when she indicated that she is very familiar with the research literature on consumer switching costs and effective barriers to competition. This is a brutal hearing for Epic. The judge is very skeptical.
And she don't give a fuck. She
absolutely. I'm pretty sure she is a parent who had her credit card used by her kid for Fortnite.
I know you're right. He's good. You should retweet that. That's good. Yo, it probably just happened too, right? My kid fucking just bought fucking $50 worth of V-Bucks, man. I'm pissed. I bet Epic will cave because of how much money they'll be losing over the trial. Wait, I mean, it's possible, but Epic's got fucking money too. I mean, they don't have Apple money, right? You know, they don't.
And that's really why Epic's the one that can actually do this, is because they have the money to do it. I definitely feel like Epic is wanting it back on the iOS store because, you know, it is affecting it is affecting the bottom line, it's affecting players. But like I think in the long run, I think Epic will definitely hold out on this.
Yeah.
I don't they could easily have caved, they probably could. I'm not sure. I really want to see probably an earnings call and seeing how it was before and after this happened.
Bro, could you imagine could you imagine people that want to get in on this shit if it goes to jury trial? Like, it's going to be the nerd version of the O.J. Simpson trial, dude. Like, it's going to be the nerds O.J. Simpson trial, boys. It's going to be ridiculous.
Nobody has ever volunteered for jury duty until now.
I know, right? Like, everybody's going to be dying to get on that motherfucking jury. Yeah, and she don't give a shit because she's like, I'm busy. This is going to be like July 2021 before we can even get to this. Meanwhile, Epic's like, fuck, I need that shit back on iOS.
Yep.
So I don't know. That's it. That was a very interesting article. But yeah, dude. Look, you have some good ones, but the fucking stealing the V-Bucks, that was good. That was good. That was really good. Yeah, wait and see. I'm excited. Like, is it bad that I kind of want this to go to jury trial just to see how it fucking plays out?
Bro, I can't wait to see this made for TV movie or something. Like, I'm ready for that.
$360 million from the App Store. Oh shit, that's a lot to lose. But I mean, it's probably way more on consoles, right? They're probably still making like. That's just from the fucking App Store. Like, how many motherfuckers are playing Fortnite like this, man? Like, even I'll admit, I bought one Battle Pass back in the day when Fortnite first came out. I did buy one Battle Pass. But that's it. I don't get it. I look, I'm glad Elena's not into that shit. Although I finally got a dock for the living room, so she's been playing the Switch like crazy. And my son is Obi's starting to get like full video game fucking fever, dude. Like, it's to the point where like overnight, I'm probably gonna have to be like, all right, you only get an hour of video game time. He's already learned how to race in Mario Kart on 50cc and get in fucking first place. But I was watching him race. He's 4. I was watching him race. And I was like, Elena, why you're not playing the game? She's like, no, that's him. First place. I was like, okay, son, good on you, boy. So yeah, he's got the bug. You know, these kids that like to play that Fortnite.
Okay, so there is an update to this.
Oh shit!
And as of this recording, it was that, and Andy made this another article said about 7 hours ago.
Oh shit! Breaking news, boys!
Epic and Apple agree on one thing: they don't want a jury trial. They want a bench trial. They want the judge to make the decision.
Oh shit!
So,
because if it goes jury, they got to make it public. Like,
so Epic and Apple have met and conferred, and the parties agree that Epic's claims and Apple's counterclaims should be tried by the court and not by a jury. Therefore, with Epic's consent, Apple hereby withdraws its demand for a jury trial pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 38D. The parties respectfully request that the case, including any claims and counterclaims, proceed to a bench trial on a schedule determined by the court. And so, remember that this is also 2 cases that's going to court. Because they don't want to do, the court said it didn't want to do both of them. But the comment about 2 cases is a reminder that there's actually 2 separate actions going on. Epic's lawsuit against Apple over monopolistic practices and on the App Store, and then Apple's breach of contract countersuit against Epic.
that's right.
So there's 2 separate things going on here, and they both were like, we don't want juries, we want judge. And the trial date has not been set, but the judge in the case said yesterday that it likely won't take place until July 2021.
Kurt said Apple doesn't want it because of all the people that use Android. That's right. They're like, man, fuck it, I'm siding with Epic, man. I like this Android phone better. Fuck this shit. I can play xCloud on.
That's right. That's what pisses me off too. Is that Apple would do it, but xCloud has to list every game individually on the App Store for Apple to approve and for Apple to put their stake in for the monetization if there's behind it. Like, fucking A, bro. Just think if you want to try and play Halo Master Chief, instead of just open up the xCloud app, you have to actually search the App Store for everything Halo, and you're probably going to get the books, you're going to get the musicals. It's like, where the fucking games at? It's fucking insane. But yeah. I would love for xCloud to hurry up and be there, though, for more people. Yay. But, shit. So, no jury trial. No.
Like, nah, B, that ain't me. That's so funny.
All right, and the final article, folks.
Oh.
Coming from Kotaku. Ian Walker. All right, Ian. Who the fuck put Tom Holland in this goddamn game? Who did this? Peter Parker looks very different in Spider-Man Remastered on the PS5. You want to know why? And Stevie B had to ask me this, because I didn't even know. So Miles Morales on PS5 and PS4 will have cross-save.
This made me so mad! This made me so mad!
I'm just gonna let him go.
Okay, explain this to me, you Sony ponies. Please explain this shit to me. Explain this shit to me. I want you to explain it, and I want you to be legitimate, alright? I don't want no bullshit like, oh, but Phil Spencer talked about Final Fantasy 14 fucking answer. I want a legitimate answer. Can you tell me why? Please! Tell me why. Miles Morales, you buy it on the PS4, it cross-saves to the PS5. Oh, sorry, yeah, thank you so much for the sub. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, welcome.
I'll be on YouTube. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Can you tell me why? It's a cross-save. From the PS4 to the PS5 for Miles Morales. But Spider-Man isn't. Can you tell me how that works? I don't even care that I have to buy the game again. I don't even care that you're not selling it separately. Because it's only, like $25, $30 more for me to buy with Miles Morales? I don't care. But can you please tell me why that you can do cross-save with Miles Morales, but you can't do cross-save with the original Spider-Man? Explain that to me. Can you explain it to me? Can you give me a legitimate reason, but like why that's the fucking case? Can't explain it. Look, I'm spitting. I'm so mad. Can't explain it. Oh, because it's Sony? Yeah, curse, exactly. Because that's why. Look, Epic, get out of here. Oh my god, this made me so mad. Y'all got nothing, right? I know y'all ain't got nothing. Denny? Wrath? Anybody? You got nothing. Oh man, it's made me mad. Tempo says why? Because they say so. Yeah, you just gotta let Papa PlayStation just fucking keep giving it to you. Just let Papa PlayStation just keep giving it to you.
Oh, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah. This Danny says really don't know. It could be something with how they had to code it because they weren't developing it for the PS5 at the same time. I really don't know. It's bullshit, Danny. You gonna sit here and tell me that it's not bullshit? And I'm not yelling. This isn't a direct attack on you. I want to make that clear, Denny. This isn't a direct attack on you. By the way, this was a huge issue with Control Ultimate Edition. Oh shit! People were wondering why early regular versions didn't cross-save the Ultimate Edition. People got mad at Remedy. That's bullshit too, Arwen. They're coding Miles Morales for PS4 and PS5 at the same time, but not the OG Spider-Man?
Well, yeah, they changed the entire face of the main character.
All you're doing is updating. It's still the same fucking game. It's run off the same engine. And it's a fucking save file. Is this what caffeine tastes like? Like every other game is doing it this gen. Like everything. Cyberpunk, fucking Assassin's Creed, like everyone is doing it this way. I don't know. It really fucking grinds my gears, dude. Like we're just taking it from Papa PlayStation and Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan's like, yeah, you fucking nerd. Take that, you nerd. Come on, IT. Did you know there's more to stuff than, like I said, it's the only thing I can think of? You're not going to confer that it's bullshit? That they couldn't, couldn't make it happen?
We obviously would see why. We can't have a cross save of the PlayStation 4 Peter Parker because the PlayStation 5 Peter Parker is completely different. They're not compatible. Are they even wearing different shirts? It looks like they're wearing different shirts.
No, they're wearing the same shirt. It's just a little different.
Higher resolution. Maybe it's not really the higher. Maybe it's not even a different person. Maybe it's the original Peter Parker. Just the PS5 graphics are so good.
Sorry, Jenny. Shut up. That's not the case. Sorry, I didn't see that.
That's how he looks in high definition. That's how the guy looks. He needs to go to a plastic surgeon just like, I need my high definition look.
Well, this is... Okay, so this is the biggest problem with this, right? Do you want to show it? I think we should show it. Just like the picture of the two different Spider-Man. Because it's a drastic difference.
It's very drastic.
Like, I hate you doing this because that means I have to do more editing on the back end. But, like, I think this is where we're showing. Because this is a drastic difference in these face models, right? And a lot of people... There's a bunch of rumors about why this is happening. The official statement is that they're changing to this face because it fit better with the mocap art, which to me is kind of bullshit. Why wasn't this?
They actually did explain that. Let me find the. Okay, so this is the creative director Brian Intihar has responded and scattered criticism of Peter Parker's new look, writing that he himself took some time to come around on the update, but that finding a better visual match for voice actor Yuri Lowenthal was a necessity. We care as much about this character as your attachment to him, so please know we didn't make or change lightly. As we did throughout the development of Marvel's Spider-Man, we'll continue to read your comments, listen, and always be looking for ways to improve every facet of the game. At the same time, I hope you can trust us that this decision is what we feel is best for the future of the franchise and our upcoming goals for this beloved Marvel character.
You ready? There's a couple of things I think is happening here. There's a couple of things. The biggest thing I don't like about this, right? I don't think you played the game, right?
I have not.
So when you play the game, it's not. This is a seasoned Spider-Man. Okay, he's been Spider-Man for a minute. I believe he's in his mid-20s, right? This kid looks like a teenager right now, and he's went from like looking like a bit mature to looking like Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, he looks like a fucking child.
Yes, and that's frustrating all on its own. But I think, hold on, Raph made a comment. Fun fact, games you own disc for, the save files won't work if you get the digital version? Regardless that it's the same console that's for several games already out. I mean, can you give me the name of the games? Because I switch to digital all the time because I'm lazy. If games are on sale, I buy digital versions. The save files always work. I've literally never run into that problem, Raph. Never. I know you try to be a dick. I've never ran into that problem. I even bought like the Metal Gear Solid like huge pack, and like on digital, like that had both like the big whatever the fuck it was called, the gold edition of the fuck, and my save file from my disc version of Metal Gear Solid 5 worked fine. It had to like bring itself in and shit, but it worked fine. Danny says, "Yeah, I've been able to do that myself as well." He's grasping at straws again, Danny. That's all it is. Just kidding, Raph. But okay, so there's a couple of reasons why I think this is happening. Okay, I think that this is the character model they're using for the DLC for Avengers, and they're using this to tie it in. And they want that character in that game to be young. Right, because they want him to be meeting the Avengers for the first time, right? So they don't want a seasoned Spider-Man for that. They want like a young-looking Spider-Man. They want him young, sort of like how Captain. She's not Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel. How Miss Marvel is around them. They want like a counterpart to that.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man in that Marvel Avengers game, that of course doesn't have Spider-Man because he has no purpose for it besides it being a Sony exclusive, which is fuck all. Figure it out. It's fucking embarrassing.
I'm sick of Sony butchering my boy, man. I'm sick of it. This I don't know. I would have to play this version of the game, which I don't know if I'm going to. Hi, Tom, not licensed, Tom. Right, so. So this, I said to Trex. I actually looked it up. He was like, sent me a skeptical gift. But the person that's now doing the facial mask, his name is Ben Jordan, right? And they're like, we picked this person to better match the mocap actor. I was like, no, you picked this person to better match Tom Holland. Let's be honest. What the heck is this before and after? The one on the left is
the original.
The original Spider-Man, and the one on the right is apparently the remastered face model. And I think playing this game again, though, in this like as him is gonna be weird. I don't know, man. It's like he's not like he's broken up with Mary Jane and stuff. Like they've already had like a long relationship and it didn't work out. And
yeah, I mean, relationships start in preschool, so I mean,
yeah. And now they're like taking a break, and it's the whole thing. Spoilers if you haven't played the fucking 3-year-old game. I pre-ordered the Miles Morales Deluxe for PS5 to let you know what it's like.
I mean, is he even in college? Is he in high school? Is he out of college?
He's in college. He's interning with Otto Octavius.
Okay,
that's how the game starts. He's interning with Otto Octavius.
RTX off, RTX on.
I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
Thanks. I'm out.
Come on.
16-hour shift, Peter. Just quimpy. I know, dude. Like, I don't know. It's. I think this is from that statement that Trex just read. It's like they're future proofing the character. They weren't exactly sure when they made this game where it was going to go and how popular it was going to be. Now it's really popular. They're going to use this character for the DLC for Avengers, and yeah, this is definitely going to be the thumbnail, though. I can tell you that.
You definitely need to have the RTX on, RTX off.
That's okay. That's good. Spidey's too old, so he got to retire. Well, I mean, I don't know, man.
That's why we have Miles Morales. We basically just made almost Spider-Man like a legacy character here. It's like, this is Peter Parker. No, I'm Ben Reilly. That's Ben Reilly, motherfucker.
No.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You better be wrong.
Oh, Sony, Insomniac, you're fucking up, bud.
Dude, I want y'all to know. I don't know if you guys have seen much about this. The internet is not taking this well. The internet is taking this about as well as I am. Just want y'all to know that the internet, like this, it's such a strange thing to do. Like for me, it would be different if they did this in a sequel, right? Dude, do you remember the change? I don't know if you remember this, Trax. I think you were working at GameStop at the time. Did you remember the change from Infamous to Infamous 2?
Yeah.
What? Wait, is that Insomniac that made that?
Oh, I think because it was a first party game.
Maybe it was. Hold on. Who? I don't think it was. Who made
Sucker Punch? That was Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. Okay. Let's see, Jason. I think it's really weird move by the devs, but I don't really understand the outcry over it. Seeing 400 versions of Peter Parker in comics, movies, games over the years, it's not like they took a really iconic-looking character like Solid Snake or Kratos and changing them completely. Well, Denny, you haven't spent the time with the game, right? It's the outcry is I've explained a bunch of different reasons why it's a problem today. I've already explained why. It's like I've already explained the issue. This is what they meant by updated character models.
There hasn't really been. I mean, I know 400 years is an exaggerated example, but no, the Peter Parker has been very stable looking character. If anything, maybe of course, different artists draw him differently, but he still has the same features. The thing that people loved about this game is that it was a new look, different Spider-Man. It wasn't and people are outcrying because they absolutely hate the fact that this is like an MCU tie-in. You know, this might not be Tom Holland, but holy fuck, did we just get like his lesser-known redheaded step-cousin? Like
everyone thinks it's Tom. Like everyone is like the regular person is like, oh, they changed him into Tom Holland.
It's basically like we have Jeffrey Wright in the Batman movie, right? But they get and then they put Jeffrey Wright in the game to play Gordon, but then they do the PS5 updated version and they put me as Jim Gordon. That's exactly how this is.
We all like that, but you're right. It's just weird. Well, okay, so let's talk about with Infamous, right? Like in Infamous 1 and 2, Infamous 1 and 2's the same guy, right? But like the character model was completely different and the voice was completely different. Like it was almost, I think the character name was Cole. It was almost like it wasn't the same person. I remember that Game Informer cover for the first time coming out. This is the first time you got to see it. And I remember looking at the cover like, who in the fuck is this? Right? And then that trailer launched and like the voice was like, it got so much backlash that they actually went back and made the character model more like the original game. I'd pay for Trucks of Jim Gordon. Fuck yeah, I'd pay for that thing.
I'd pay for that too.
Less nightmare fuel.
It's really, for me, it's just a really weird change. And this, in my eyes, this is exactly like how I see the reason why we can't have the remastered kind of cross save or do anything with the original or on PlayStation 4 because it's like, yeah, we got high graphics, everything's cool and everything, but oh, we also changed the actor for Peter Parker, so my bad. It's like, wait, you did what? And now we can't cross save anything? Like, holy fuck. No wonder you can't continue the game because it's not the same character actor. Everything got remodeled there.
Like, I don't know. It's just like between Avengers and then the cross saves and then this. I'm just like, you pull them out separately, and they're all like, it's like, oh, well, okay. You go, okay, right? But not like we're stacking them together, man. Like, it's upsetting me, like as a fan, right? At this point, I'm considering getting Avengers for PS5. Why? That's how much I love this man, dude. I fucking love Spider-Man. I love that my son is into Spider-Man. I love that he like fucking knows characters like Venom, and he fucking knows what the word symbiote means. Like, and it's just, I don't know. This is bothersome. You know what? Heather should be home soon. I want to see what she fucking has to say about this.
I do like how in the article coming from Insomniac community director James Stevenson, it's like our characters have also gotten a huge upgrade from higher fidelity skin, eye, and teeth shaders to individually rendered strands of hair. The new tech and detail brings our characters and their performances to new life. Yeah, especially when you recast them. Like, fuck.
And you know, I don't look, and I've said this before in the stream, and I'll still stand by it. I don't mind rebuying the game because
hashtag Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I honestly, because to me it's not like a here's some 4K asset, right? It's like we've done a lot more to the game. We've updated it, right? But like, come on, man. If you can do cross save for Miles Morales, you can do it for this. You're just choosing not to. That's my biggest thing. If you can do it for Miles Morales, you can't. You're just choosing not to do it for this. And it bums me out.
But hey, what are you gonna do? It's Sony owns Spider-Man. They can do whatever the hell they want to that little kid.
I thought about this. Does Sony own Spider-Man interactively? I don't know how those
at this point. I don't even know.
Work. I don't know how it works from the because Spider-Man's been in a bunch of games. Like he was in Ultimate Alliance 3. Like he's been in like other games that aren't Sony properties. Like a lot of them.
Yeah.
He's been in Shinobi.
What?
What's that?
I don't even know. Sounds weeb, so I should know, but I don't know. Unofficial.
I know. Oh, unofficially.
But I have seen the screenshots of the Spider-Man remastered, and it does look very pretty indeed.
No, I guess I'll need to look at it. Tampog says recasting character story and lore is completely fine until they do it something you hold dear. See,
like the main character.
Okay, so Tampog, I get what you're saying, right? Like, if this was the character model for Spider-Man 2, or if this is like the way he looked in Miles Morales, and at this point, I don't even know if Peter's going to be in Miles Morales. It's looking like it's just going to be like Peter's voice, but to like have it replaced. It like the character completely replaced in a game is just really strange. I'll use this example, right? Just because it's what I know right now, right? And it was a big deal in the community. Don't get me wrong, right? So Chris Redfield, right from Resident Evil, right? We all know the big arm boulder punching motherfucker from Resident Evil 5, right? And then in 6, then he shows up in 7. And because it's an RE Engine version, he looks younger and it's different. It was even to the point where people didn't think that was Chris, and they were like, "Who the fuck is this?" Da 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 da, and like they went with it. It's Chris Redfield, right? But now that they heard that people said, "Hey, no, we want to look more like the way he did before." The fuck are you doing? Now in 8, his character model looks a lot more like it did in 5 and 6, right? But they're still supposed to be taken as the same character. And a lot of people don't like that. They're like, no, we still think the 7 Chris is different. It's not. This is going to be Chris in this game, and that's how it is. But I was fine with all of that because they were trying something new with the RE engine, and I get it. It's just like if they changed Peter's model for Spider-Man 2, I get it, right? They're doing but to have him completely replaced in the game was just kind of very strange and weird. To play it again is going to be like, which I don't even know if I'm going to fucking do. See, I have this problem, right? Where like Miles Morales is $40. I spend another $25 to $30. I can fucking get a remastered version of Spider-Man. So it's like, why not just do that? Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, I just watched the video of on the Kotaku article, watching the new Peter Parker skin, everything coming from the remastered, and it's like this kid's supposed to be in college interning. This kid's like a fucking high schooler. It's like, is this the Ultimate Universe, and no one told me? I'm not old.
There you are.
College kids look like high school kids. Fine, I'm old. God, I'm so old.
$20 more? Wait. So is Miles Morales $50?
I thought Miles Morales.
I thought it was 40.
Well, it's probably 70, I thought. So the remaster will be available on PlayStation 5 as part of the Miles Morales Ultimate Edition on November 12th. There won't be a free upgrade for those who already own Spider-Man on PlayStation 4, but a paid Ultimate upgrade will be available for folks who buy the standard version of Miles Morales on either platform. Yeah, okay, so yeah, everybody pays 70. Who the fuck's gonna pay for the $50 only just to get Miles Morales? Come on.
Who's gonna pay $50 for just that fucking DLC? You know what I'm
saying? Oh, that's dirty, sir.
Oh shit, this does look really good. Oh my god! Fuck you, man!
Which trailer are you looking at?
I'm looking at the gameplay, dude. It's generally beautiful. Like,
and you have, you've played it, so you can tell if it's good or not.
So much. Oh my god, it's so much better. I cannot believe how much better this is. Oh my god. I'm so butthurt right now, dude. I cannot believe how much prettier this is. But it's
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Did he just drop it and leave?
Bling, bling, bling. Got the tap. You ain't talking money, then you talking no matter. Ching, bling, bling. Patent pockets. Take a dollar, can a damn soul stop it. Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on your bets, here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own throne. Success.
Oh, did I push the button?
You pushed the button like you did a mic drop and left.
That's great! I didn't even know I hit the button with my keyboard. And demonetized. Yeah, dude, look, my headset hit it when I threw it down. Oh my god, dude. All right. Oh, Heather's back. We're going to get her opinion on these fucking faces. I can hear the car. Look, dude.
So here's the article that we read about through Kotaku. And then
you guys
an article has two videos. The first video shows Ben Jordan's mocap performance in one of the scenes with Otto Octavius, and the other one's the actual remastered performance from the PlayStation 5 at 60 frames per second footage.
Trust me, as someone who uploaded a video to YouTube with that song, you will get hit for it.
And mine was inside of a wrestling game where it was fucking R.
That's true. Can you mark the spot for me, Trex? Can you mark it? I'll make it easier for you.
Yeah, I'll mark it.
I can't stop watching this video. It's pissing me off, man. God, it looks so much better. And I spent hours and hours and hours playing this game. Hey Heather, come here real quick. We're still live. I want to get your opinion on something. You don't have to come in the shot. Just being, I know you just got back. You probably don't like being in the shot, but okay, listen. So they're remastering the Spider-Man game I played, right? You remember that? I played it for a long time. And when they're remastering it, they're changing the way Peter looks in the game. How do you feel about this? They're completely changing his face model.
Into something younger, fitter.
You played Spider-Man before? Yeah.
We didn't even hear her. What did she say? What did she say?
She said, so in the original one, they had Dollar Store Tobey Maguire, and in this one, they have Dollar Store Tom Holland.
Fuck.
Fucking ruthless.
Had no lies detected.
Well, in this game, he's like been Spider-Man for a minute. He's like 23, 24. That's what I said. But now they're not doing cross saves, Heather. I can't bring the save I have from the first one over to the PS5. And look what it looks like, Heather.
23 going on 18.
So what'd you say? You're sick of hearing me bitch about the consoles?
It's too big. It won't fit in my box. Like, I have to find a special place for it. The people are going to think that I prefer PS5 over Xbox. But I don't know if that's true yet. It's going to be in a special place.
Can you hear her?
Just sounds like you need to get yourself an Android phone.
All right, and look how good this looks running on a PS5, Heather. This is the remastered version with that new face model.
Do you really think she's going to know the difference?
Yes. Oh no, not this one, Heather. Oh, she's definitely going to see the difference.
Okay.
She saw me play it a lot. That's the only reason why I know. And Obi plays it a lot too when I turn it on. I play it and he thinks he's playing. Look!
I don't know.
Bitch. Ah! Did you hear what she said?
No.
She said, well, I don't know. Did you have it connected to the right HDMI port?
Oh, fuck. That's where you do that. Wow, wow, wow.
Wait. Yeah. Hold on, let me turn the gain up. I'm going to get really loud, probably. All right. Maybe you can hear Heather now. Heather, say something?
What?
There you go. But it looks so good.
Oh,
all right.
damn.
I know. It's good, right?
Also, face beam.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, rap clip dollar store Spider-Man. Look, I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, she's correct. Especially if it's only $20 more, dude. Like,
yeah, just spend the $70 and get 2 games.
More for the dollar store Spider-Man.
Say what?
Paying $20 for the dollar store Spider-Man.
Yes. Why are you huffing and puffing?
I was laughing.
No, Heather's huffing and puffing.
She just got done with the gym. She's trying to breathe.
She's just trying to breathe. Okay. That's enough on Spider-Man. Look.
Anything else I can read for you?
No.
Fair enough.
Yes. Bye. You're welcome.
No.
No, you don't. All right. I think that's enough from our camp tonight. It's almost midnight anyway. Now I'm upset.
Are you?
I deliberately avoided this gameplay video, and now I've seen it.
The same exact game that I played before, only the graphics are worse and better at the same time.
Hashtag Skyrim. Go ahead and tell her that. Hashtag Skyrim.
Hashtag Skyrim. Don't worry, Microsoft's found a way to make us pay for it every month.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
What was the other one?
No. I don't know. Closer, does it look that good because it's a full remaster, or will a game that just get an update have a similar effect? It's a full remastered. Remaster will use ray tracing and shit like that, so not everything will have... So no, not everything will have a similar effect. Yeah, they'll all run better, but won't have a crazy visual update. Yeah, this is a crazy visual update. For sure. This one. Like, no doubt. No doubt, man. Fuck! Fuck Sony!
Gonna cancel your pre-order?
No!
Did she ask if you want to cancel your pre-order?
Yeah. She said I've been cursing. She said, you've been none but talk shit about this console since you pre-ordered it. Why have you not canceled the pre-order yet? I mean, worst case scenario, I'll put it on eBay for $1,500.
Hey, so do you remember when we were talking about Cyberpunk 2077?
Yeah.
And I said that they should definitely push it back?
Nah, man, don't tell me what I think you about to say.
They're not pushing it back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, it's solidified because Jeff Keighley just tweeted out Cyberpunk 2077 ad was just showed during the NBA Finals Game 1.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you, man.
Oh, God.
All the money, honey.
That thing is going out no matter what. It's going, boys.
All right. Well, we're here at the end, and this is the part where if you made it this far on YouTube, don't forget you can watch us live every Wednesday at twitch.tv/nerdsoftheapocalypse. We start about 9:30 p.m. Eastern-ish. It's right there, right next to me, twitch.tv/nerdsoftheapocalypse. Come hang out with me and Trex and talk all about all these damn video games and how Sony just keeps fucking me. At least Jim Ryan, you can take me out to dinner first, Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan, why don't you take me out to dinner first, Jim Ryan? Okay? Before you fuck me, Jim Ryan. Ugh. Okay, anyway, yeah. So, coming up this week, Thursday, I think Ari's actually going to stream tomorrow night. I'm not 100% sure. I'm about 80% sure. She said she was. So you got that. And then Friday, of course, my stream. I think we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy 14, or maybe some Weep shit, or maybe both. So we'll see. Tune in for that. What are you streaming the rest of this week, but over at twitch.tv/TruxLight?
There's going to be a lot of Genshin Impact. I know DCO dropped their... they're going to be dropping They're dropping new stuff tomorrow. They got the Halloween seasonal event starts tomorrow. They're doing this fall fest where it's going to be a nice sale going on for an entire week with a couple of days. But I mean, Genshin Impact is definitely some time I want to invest into the game. We're gonna have to start getting prepared for World of Warcraft because October 26th is coming up really quickly. And of course, I gotta fit some more No Man's Sky in. I'm not sure if I should be happy for what I've done to Cursed, but you're welcome, and I'm sorry. He's enthralled. He's all in on that game. He messages me in Discord. He's like, I was at 30 minutes playtime. Now I'm at 34 hours.
Wow, dude, the fuck?
Like,
Curse says I hate you for that. No, it's a good game, Curse. I mean, it's good. It's literally like it should get a fucking award
shit,
for how
bro.
far it's come.
52 hours.
Wow.
I'm only at 20. I've only played 20 hours. He fucking overshadowed me in a weekend. But that's okay because I play No Man's Sky on. Okay, I'll rephrase. I've been playing 20 hours on my new account, my new save file. My old one was at 18 hours. But I have played No Man's Sky on my PC, but I can play No Man's Sky on my Android device. Thanks to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, thank you xCloud. You can get No Man's Sky part of the Game Pass, and you can play it on your phone.
And on the computer.
Well, no cross-save. It's cross-play, but no cross-save. That's the downer. But it doesn't matter. I can still fucking play that shit. But yeah, I love No Man's Sky. Love it absolutely. I had to make a new save file. It was really great. But yeah, there's just a lot of games that there's just a lot of games play. There's some stuff coming out too. But yeah. But yeah, it's good sheet. Good sheet.
Good shit. All right, sweet. There you go. We are on Twitter at Nerds of the Apoc. We're on Facebook, Nerds of the Apocalypse. We're on YouTube, Nerds of the Apocalypse, and we're on that little thing called Instagram at Nerds of the Apoc, not on TikTok. I am on Twitter at StevieB5986. I also have a Resident Evil Focus YouTube channel. Just search for Stevie Space B Resident Space Evil. Otherwise, you don't get me. I'm not high enough in the algorithm yet. You still get that punk ass pop singer. But don't worry, we'll beat him. Where can we find you, Trick?
And yeah, I definitely know about the Legion of Superheroes DLC coming in November as well. That's not helping me figure out what the fuck I'm gonna play. So while I even have a job, you know. But you can find me over on twitch.tv/TrexLight, and of course over on Twitter at ThisIsTrex. Just a shameless plug. I'm going to do my first virtual con with my friends over at Pop Cycle Baubles. It's called the Pop Con on October 16th through the 18th. I have a panel on the 18th, and we're going to be talking about anime, and I'm going to be joined by content creator on YouTube and Twitch, Dodger. If you don't know who Dodger is, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I've talked a lot about her, Jesse Cox, and Total Biscuit through my years of streaming. Absolutely love her, and I get to be on a panel with her. I'm so fucking gonna geek out. I'm not gonna be able to control myself.
You already need to calm down. Yeah, you're not even there. You need to calm down.
I know, man. I was just so excited.
I bet.
Yay. I am a nerd. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. We'll see you guys next week. Be sure to head over to the NotA Discord, go to the Game Report channel, and if you guys find something interesting, hit that hashtag NotAGR and post a link.
Post the link. We love you. Oh, and we recognize that those 20, 30 A's are fucking up, but I mean that's what you get for buying new, right, boys? Just kidding. All right, of course, Stevie B and this beautiful mocha man is
Trex.
And we're just part of Nerds of the Apocalypse, and we're out. We love you guys. Good night. Stevie General channel on Discord during post show. Oh shit. What is it? What the hell did he put here?
He put Dollar Store Spidey.
Oh gosh. At Stevie B. Okay, hold on. What's this? I bulled them all. Bulled them, and not just bulled them. Mashed them and stuck them in a stew too. Every single one of them.
Well, I'll watch that.
What the That's funny. That's really funny.
I got the Dollar Store Spidey MP4. He did something.
She said, so.
Oh no!
In the
Oh, this is
original one,
something
they had
different.
Dollar
Oh
Store
god!
Tobey
All
Maguire,
right, what
and
is
this
this?
one they have
Hold
Dollar
on.
Store Tom Holland.
Fuck!
Fucking ruthless.
Had no lies detected.
That was good, Raph. That was really good. Oh man, you guys got to go check the Discord and see that. If you haven't been on our Discord, you got to go check it out. Raph posted in hashtag general. Go check that out. All right, you guys. We love you. Good night.
Night.
Oh shit. What is it? What the hell did he put here?
He put Dollar Store Spidey.
Oh gosh. Ask Stevie. Okay, hold on. What's this? I bulled them all. Bulled them, and not just bulled them. Mashed them and stuck them in a stew too. Every single one of them.
Well, I'll watch that.
What the? That's funny. That's really funny.
I got the Dollar Store Spidey MP4. He did something.
She said, so.
Oh no!
In the
Oh, this
original
is
one, they
something
had
different.
Dollar
Oh
Store
god!
Tobey
All
Maguire,
right, what
and
is
this
this?
one they have
Hold
Dollar
on.
Store Tom Holland.
Fuck!
Fucking ruthless.
Had no lies detected.
That was good, Raph. That was really good. Oh man, you guys got to go check the Discord and see that. If you haven't been on our Discord, you got to go check it out. Raph posted in hashtag general. Go check that out. All right, you guys. We love you. Good night.
Night.